Hello, YouTube. I'm in a closet off of the spare room. It's my studio for where I rap. The air is stale and smells like cat litter. I'm in my underwear with a white scrunchie. Welcome to Faux Pax. My name is Noah Takoda Yousef Isa Suleyman, and I rap under the alias KigV2 and produce under the alias DJ Discomfort. Okay, I'm literally reading from my laptop in here. I'm gonna figure this situation out better some other time, but this is how it's happening right now. This is, okay. The purpose of this channel is complicated. It might sort of be a vlog. It'll be full of social and political rants, commentaries of all sorts, opinions, perspectives, the like. My aim is to be a social and perhaps political leader. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna figure this shit out. My aim is to be a social and perhaps political leader in the coming decades to try and save the world. One of my main attributes I want to hammer home is transparency. Hence, this introductory video has been written to get all of my starting intentions across clearly. The script is written. What I'm saying right now is not written. I just wanted to say I might go off script. This isn't for like a class. I'm just okay. Back on script. I kind of hurt my voice the other day, so I'm not really. Okay, anyways, I'm not sure if this will remain a thing, the script being written. I do applaud YouTubers who can make videos that are funny and insightful and do it all off the top. But I don't know if that's the best avenue for me. I'm a writer. I'd say one of my core identities, characteristics, and occupations is and always will be, at a core, writer. I'm most comfortable expressing myself in the written form. I've kept audio recordings, journals, if you will, in the past, but whenever that little red light comes on, something in my throat and my mind gets stuck. Kind of like right now. While I am very proud of my rapping ability, the best version of my rap songs will always be stuck in my head. As soon as I try and record, whether for a song, a journal, a video, anything, something critically important in my creative and expressive processes gets horrifically stunted. This is one of the biggest things I've worked to improve on over the years, and being able to have a stream of consciousness while recording that is... Being able to have a stream of consciousness while recording that is coherent, concise, and effective is all I can hope for. For now, however, this is not the case. I would like to have visual aids for all of my videos where I'm not physically present. I believe my physical presence is important, both because, despite my problems I just described, I can be kind of a ham, but most importantly, I think making human connections with people in this movement I want to create is very important. Obviously, these connections will be mostly one-sided, and if the fates permit that I may forge a fan base and eventually a movement, as it grows, it will be less and less likely that I can interact with individuals in a meaningful, personalized level. I will do the best that I can. I fucking promise. I promise you. I fully intend to reach out to people at every possible opportunity I can without overextending myself. The better side of me loves and understands and empathizes for every single person unconditionally. I want to be able to use the powers I've been gifted, the opportunity to nurture, a very rare gift that would be heinous not to utilize. I want to use my powers for good. I do, and I will. I'm not perfect, but hopefully this is the beginning of something that ends with me sacrificing everything I possibly can for the betterment of our species, our planet, our reality. Not sure where to go from here. It's kind of the issue with cash cow superhero movie series is what's left for the heroes to do after they save the planet. Save the galaxy, save the universe, the multiverse. What then? I don't know, but I need to build a nice fat audience, so I better get this over the 10-minute mark. Thanks, YouTube. I believe a slightly more in-depth personal introduction is in order. My name is Noah. I like writing, drawing, painting, making music, listening to music, watching movies and shows, playing video games, running, taking walks, abusing the boundaries of acceptable humor, overthinking, eating, and talking incessantly, especially when I'm around someone I'm super comfortable with, like my girlfriend, Sarah, my best friend, David, or my mom. I very easily can ramble at 1,000 miles per hour about anything and everything and still lag behind what my brain wants to say and start 100 conversations and finish 2 or 3. In somewhat comfortable, but not super comfortable situations, like around acquaintances or at work, I can do the same thing, but albeit less often, and I usually have to be like stoked into it, you know what I mean? Certain topics get me very, very energized, such as the topic of race, rap, politics, extraterrestrial, society, spirituality, or the paranormal, crazy or interesting facts, events, or opinions, and the evils of the world, among other things. People often look down at me as a weirdo, as crazy, a psycho, a loser, a socially inept nerd, overly emotional, a bore, a whole host of nasty things. But a select few look at me as kind, intelligent, funny, real, creative, and interesting. I have a very complicated relationship with myself, and though it has gotten much better over the past few years, I can and will entertain either polar ends of these perspectives, and often think about what others think about me too often. I'm not a perfect person, I think I already wrote that, and I've done some pretty shitty things here and there, though there are rumors and misconceptions about me floating around, which I will address later, videos that are false, some of which I conceived myself. Suffice to say, it's complicated, and I'm very lucky I have myself to pick apart my brain and my behavior. When I was very young, I wanted to be president. I wanted to be other things along the way, but my desire to change the world for better in a massive, lasting way has never wavered. Part of it is ego. Part of it, I feel, is simply my calling, an innate desire to do good that we all have before the world grates it away bit by bit. I believe the full disclosure of extraterrestrial intelligent life interacting with this planet, additionally, to be one of the most important things to accomplish this goal. Most people try and cure a symptom of the system, such as racism, or poverty, or war, or sexism, or wealth disparity, or orphans, or mental health, or abused pets, or starving children, or stuffy traffic, or sustainable living, or overpopulation, or the spread of misinformation, or Republicans, or ageism, or homophobia, or pollution, or conservation, or plastic straws, or homelessness, or crime, or bullying, or homogenous garbage fire, or popular music. And while these are all very noble causes, trying to address these very serious and awful issues, you have to cure the source for a disease, or the disease will gather strength and strike back harder and put you on the fucking dirt and continue to just whittle away at your life. It's, you know, it's kind of like the frog metaphor thing. Our world is the frog thing. If you put a frog in boiling water, it'll hop out, but if you slowly bring it to a boil, the frog will burn alive. It's like that shit. Okay, I need to save that metaphor for the next. We're going to address all of these things, but the source first and foremost, which I think will make a neat second video following this one. I was born and raised Muslim. I was an eclectic pagan for a year or two, then a deist, then agnostic, and now it's overly complicated. Again, another video will be required. I love my mother very much, and I see her fairly often. We live in the same town. I have not a particular stellar relationship with my dad, who also lives here, but it's not as bad as I suppose it was a few years ago. I have a brother who, for the sake of his career and reputation, I'll omit his name until I get his explicit blessing, but suffice to say, I love him and I love teasing him. My longtime best friend is David Riley, who lives in one of my old towns in Indiana, with his awesome girlfriend, Gabby. I, too, am blessed with an awesome girlfriend I live with, Sarah Hyde, whom I love to pieces and has made me a significantly better person today than I fear I would have been had we never met. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm probably going to do a whole video about her, and I'm eternally grateful. I spend the majority of my time with her, as my best friend is a good 1,000 miles away, and I don't very often leave the house except to run errands or go to my work. Otherwise, also shout out to Creek and Gibson, but I'm going to cut the shout out short there or it'll become a slippery slope. Okay. I need to wrap this shit up. I'm running out of time. I work at a restaurant somewhere between fast food and casual dining. Despite this, I make fairly good money, which is good because I don't starve, but is bad because it has kind of trapped me there. I'm currently learning to code so that this can be changed sooner rather than later. I dropped out of college before I finished my second year, mainly on principle, which I will also address in a later video. Rest assured, if I wasn't a lazy, degenerate waste of oxygen with no priorities, I could have gone to very nearly any college I fancied. I keep hearing YouTuber Sean's voice in my head whilst I write this, and I think it's giving me an English accent in my brain. Oh well, worse things have happened. A list of YouTubers I enjoy: Sean, ContraPoints, Jeffrey Almonte / Ray Rocho, Academy of Ideas, D-Respect, H Bomber Guy, Diverse Mentality, Hip Hop DX, Blackie Speaks, Litit Colbis, Cracked, Innuendo Studios, and a whole shitload of beatmakers such as Raven, Mycelial Chords, Wendigo, Danny B Tracks, Crypt, Lucid Sounds, Yondo, and others. I'm really disorganized in some ways. I'm really fucking scatterbrained. I have so many texts on my phone I haven't answered. Some a day or two old, some months old. I feel bad about it. I'm pretty antisocial. I set standards for myself really high, and I guess I put it out onto others as well. Again, a whole fucking video could be given to the semi-manic glee of writing outside of songwriting has died down, so I suppose I should stop. I talked once to XXX Tentacion post-mortem, and one of the simple truths he told me that I have integrated into my daily life as much as I can. This wisdom, if simplified further and paraphrased, reads as, do as you feel, do not force things. So we're gonna cut this video short, but real quick. A quick thing I'd like to address. Me and David have talked about doing a podcast as our phone conversations are quite hilarious, and me and Sarah have also discussed doing one of these video thingies together. I feel both would be wonderful, and I look forward to having them each having their own segments with me here on this channel. It's gonna be fucking great. I can't wait to beef up this channel with oodles of content, trickle in those $5 a month donations towards a down payment on a house in a non-existent perfect location, and march on the shadow government with a horde of YouTubers by 2021. I hate having to say this, but if you've made it this far and you like what you see, please, please, please show your support. A like is great. A comment is even better. A subscribe is fucking dope. And if you spread the contagion and tell your equally awesome friends about this channel and they subscribe too, you're my fucking zaddy. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, all of you, regardless of what you do. Haters and trolls too. Don't let evil forces that are possessing your friends and family and coworkers and idols gaslight you into lowering your guard, discarding your integrity, and inviting it in. The isolation is not forever. The siege will pass. The sun is beautiful. It is 10:52 p.m., February 15th, 2019, Wilmington, North Carolina. Ciao. I'm not French.